Today what I want to do is make a little video lesson about making video lessons. Now whether it's for a blended learning type classroom or a flipped classroom, or you're just recording something because you're going to be away, or for whatever reason you may want to make a video lesson. Now I've started making a bunch of them. I haven't really fully flipped my classrooms yet, but in any event, one of the things that you have to deal with is making the videos. And there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do that, but there's a few things you want to look for, right? You want to look for something, a method that you're comfortable with, and you know, a method that kind of works for you and that's fairly efficient, right? You can spend a lot of time making a video, but I don't really want to spend hours and hours and hours and hours making a 10-minute video. So let me tell you a little bit about how I make this type of video. It's a method that I've kind of found works for me. When I present, I'm a live presenter, right? I really like to have people in front of me when I'm talking because I can kind of feed off them and I get a response. When I'm just staring at a camera or a computer screen, I don't get that kind of response. So I've done a number of videos where it's just a screen capture of a PowerPoint and my little face in the camera. But I want to talk about doing this kind because I found that when I'm standing up and I'm kind of lecturing sort of to the camera, it feels a little bit more like me and a little bit less like you know, staring just at a computer screen. So when I'm doing this, I have a blackboard behind me. I don't have a whiteboard per se. I've got an interactive whiteboard which I use sometimes. But for this kind of lesson, having a dark background is useful because I'm going to project light-colored writing onto that background. So the other thing I have is I have my computer running and I have a remote clicker. And let me show you kind of my setup. Right? So I'm going to show you behind the scenes. So there's my computer with the screen capture software and a video camera recording me, recording it. Okay? And yes, my computer is sitting on a textbook on a chair. So what I'm doing is, as I'm lecturing, I'm running a PowerPoint. Now that PowerPoint I generate with a black background and light colored writing. And I just click through it. I've got a remote clicker in my hand. I picked this up for 20 bucks at Canada Computers. It's kind of old school, but it works. Right? So as I'm going, I have a PowerPoint right there that I'm referring to. So my eyes are going back and forth to the camera like this. And I'm clicking through it as I'm giving the lesson. So I have my cues there so I know what I'm saying. But I also might have images that I could interact with. So if I know my image is going to be here, I can point to that, and then I feel a little bit more sort of interactive, and the students feel a little bit more like I'm interacting with the content rather than just talking over the content. So then what I do is I take all of that information, I take the video of me talking, and I take the PowerPoint and I put them together in a video editing software. Now, we're lucky enough to have Adobe Premiere. I have the Adobe Education Suite as a package for the school. So I take the information I take the videos and I combine them, and the PowerPoint video, what I'll do is I will overlay it over top of the me video, and then I will just set it to screen mode. And what that does is it removes the black background so that all you see is the writing superimposed on the video. So that what I wind up with is a live video of me presenting, but all of the content of the video as well showing up beside me. So I find that something that works for me. I feel a little bit more interactive than just talking over a PowerPoint. I think the students find it a little bit more entertaining as well. And it's pretty quick and easy to do, right? So I record me and I record the PowerPoint at the same time, and then I drop them both into the editing software. And since they've got my voice is on both tracks, I can line them up fairly easily, and I just need to cut and paste as necessary. If I screw up, then I just make a rough cut. If you've watched any of the YouTube videos, things like the SciShow videos, any of the Vlogbrother videos, those kinds of things, they do a lot of really quick jump cuts. And I found, you know what? That's not so bad. If I screw up and I say something like, then I can just cut that out, right? And yeah, so I jerk around a little bit, big deal. It keeps it streamlined, so it doesn't matter if I'm jerking around a little bit, but it keeps it moving quickly along. Okay, so doesn't require a whole lot of investment. If you have screen capture software, which you can, a lot of it's is free to use, at least at a minimal basis. So there's others that are fairly inexpensive. A camera, even an iPhone. Works. The field of view is a little bit wide, but it's actually a better image than the camera I'm using here. PowerPoint, remote clicker, and then editing software, right? And so there's even fairly inexpensive editing software that you can get, so whatever you can get your hands on. So I hope this was helpful and gives you some ideas that you can use when you're making your own videos. All right? Thanks for watching.